So with the M4 MacBook Pros and hopefully Mac Minis being released next week, I thought I'd do a comparison between the M4 chip that's in this iPad Pro and the M3 Pro chip that's in this MacBook Pro. I'm hoping that this is going to be faster than this, because then when we get the M4 in the MacBook Pro, it's going to be considerably faster than this. And remember, we're comparing this year's base M4 in a format that's got no active cooling with something in a MacBook Pro's body that has got active cooling if it needs it. But to be honest, I've never really heard this kick in. So the benchmarks I'm going to run are Geekbench 6 and Geekbench AI. So I'm going to run both programs on both machines. I'm going to run the GPU and the CPU tests on Geekbench 6, and then I'm going to run the Core ML CPU tests on these. If you want me to do any more tests to compare these later, just drop it in the comments and I'll do my best to get those done. So I'm going to start off with Geekbench. Obviously I've got both machines, so I can run them both together and one's not going to interfere with the other one. You might, if they do take probably about 4 or 5 minutes to run the test. So if you want to skip through the video, that's fine. Just drag the play marker across the bottom. So the difference in chips between the M4 that's in the iPad and the M3 Pro that's in the MacBook is the iPad has 9 cores and this has 11 cores. So I'm hoping that the single core score on this is going to be significantly higher than this. But I think the multi-score test on this MacBook Pro is probably going to beat this out, because obviously it's got 11 cores compared to 9. So I don't think the architecture difference between the M4 and the M3 Pro is going to be sufficient to keep the multi-score higher on this one. But maybe the M4 that's in the MacBooks might be able to, because you could run it at a higher clock speed because you've got that active cooling. While we're running these tests, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. It does help the channel out tremendously. The last video I did has got about 1,800 views as opposed to normally 500 that I normally get. And I got 3 subscriptions on that. I'm aiming for 50, I'm at 28 now. Would hope my cat would make an appearance, but she's staying away from the camera today. I just paused that for a bit, skip past it, and you can see that even though I started the MacBook Pro off sooner, the M4 iPad is in front now, and it's probably going to finish this first. Getting close to the end of this first test on the CPU. So look at these results then. So the M4 chip has got 3,708 on a single core score compared to the MacBook Pro 3,167. So this is considerably faster than this core per core. But as I thought might happen, the multi-core score on this is still higher because it's got 11 cores compared to 9 here. So let's have a look at the GPU scores. So I'll do the same again. It's pointless waiting for the test to run through. So save you skipping through the video. So I'll make sure I'm doing the same benchmark. pause this. So this test running through much faster on the GPUs. Right, so I wasn't on the same test. So what I'll do is go back and select metal test for this GPU on here. And I'm on this one again. I have to compare like for like. So the second GPU test on the MacBook Pro using metal is done. So the metal score is considerably faster on the M3 MacBook Pro, and I'm not sure what the GPU cores are on this. I need to do some reading up, but if you're watching this and you do know what the difference is between the GPU cores on the M4 and the M3 Pro, let me know. So the test that's next that we need to do is the AI test, which tests the NPUs on both chips, which is the neural processing units. So I'm going to use Geekbench AI for that one. I've already got it open here. Just take up framework. So core ML. And the back end CPU. So what options have we got here? So we've got GPU and neural engine. So these are quick tests. So what I'll do one of each of those three tests. Again, I'll pause the video when I need to. I'm not going to make you sit through all those tests running at the same time. So Core ML CPU test first. So these two tests are getting to the end now. Looks like I think the Geekbench AI score is going to be higher on the M4 as well. Yeah, 4717 against 4151. 7986 for the high precision against 6861. And then a quantized score of 6317 against 5568. So the M4 there in the AI scores on the first one was way in front. So let's do the GPU AI test next. I'll stick us on pause again until we get close to the scores. We're getting close to the end of this one now. So this is the Geekbench AI test using the GPU. The M3B type, the GPU test in the other one on Geekbench 6. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, it's done the same, hasn't it? So there must be a difference in GPU cores on the M3 MacBook Pro. There's got to be. I need to leave that up. Because if we look at the AI scores using the GPU now, the M4's considerably scored less than the single precision, the high precision and the quantized score on the tests. It's quite interesting, that one. I think I do need to look that up. So the next one, we're going to use the NPUs only. So let's go back to the beginning, close this down, and select the neural engine, and the neural engine here. On the AI benchmark, So it's not as clear cut, is it? The difference between the M4 and the M3 Pro. The architecture on the CPU part looks faster, considerably faster. but the GPU not so much. I know we're going to see what the neural engine does. We're going to the end of these, the last set of tests. So the MPUs in the M4 are considerably more powerful than the ones in the M3 Pro, which that's interesting. So I wonder if they sacrificed some of the GPU stuff because Apple are focusing on AI. The actual neural processors are faster in the M4 than they are the the M3 Pro CPUs. But I call this a draw, you know. Now, when the M4's in a Mac, as I said, it might be clocked faster. So it might catch up on all the tests and be in front on the other ones. But we'll have to wait and see till we get one in either a Mac Mini enclosure or a MacBook Pro enclosure. And then we'll have a better idea of how much in front the M4 is going to be. So is there any other benchmarks you want me to run before they're in the hands of users? Our date will be next week, maybe Friday next week. You might be able to get one from the Apple Store, but I would think 2 weeks. So the week after that, if you think of any other benchmarks you'd like me to do between those two, I will do. So remember, like, subscribe if you have liked the video. It really does help me. It will help me do more videos like this and get some more better test equipment and cameras as well. Okay, see you next time.